Okay, happy Sunday, everybody. Thanks for joining our series of calls for the Career Go community, where we help enable, empower everybody to find the job they love. Today's session is solutions to overcome challenges with the leader technique. So this call is going to be recorded and streamed on social media, Facebook and YouTube and others. So this community is going to help you boost your networking. So if you're comfortable sharing your LinkedIn profile in the chat and connect with others who share their LinkedIn, that would help you grow your network. This is a technique that we do all in all calls to grow our networks. And please share your knowledge, share your practice, and whatever skills that you have with others. This is how we all grow, how we learn from each other. And this community, we work to help see everyone in a job they love and find your full potential. So our promise is, if you continue showing up, if you continue joining those sessions, learning and applying what you learn, you will get hired within 3 to 6 months. And you will not walk alone. This is, what we promise you. If you have any questions, just ask us. We're available on social media. We're available here every week, twice, so you can continue to ask us questions, be curious, and teach others what you learned. And of course, apply what you learn, because this is how you really get to the job within 3 to 6 months. If you don't apply, then nothing will happen. Don't be surprised. Our goal is ambitious. We want to get 1,000 plus people hired in 2021. If you got hired, please share the news. There is more than 5 people who got hired already in the last few weeks. So our ask is please engage, ask questions, share what you learn with others, subscribe to the YouTube channel. There is tons of great nuggets there about resume, LinkedIn, storytelling, and assessment, networking, lots of information that you could use to grow your journey to find a job and also get there in the fastest time. So coming up next Thursday, there is another topic about change and leadership. This is going to be 8 p.m. We're returning back to our previous time, 8 p.m. Eastern. So just want to highlight that this is going to be 8 p.m., not 7 p.m. And then Sunday, solve your feelings of unhappiness, disconnection, and find your inner compass with help of nature. So this is going to be another great topic by our speaker from Europe. So today's session, solutions to overcome challenges with do leader technique. The objective is what is a resilient mindset, what is lateral thinking, how to apply Zoo Leader technique. Our speaker, Yasser Shaker. Yasser Shaker is a best-selling author and motivational speaker in area of positive psychology and optimism. Yasser trained and coached executives around the world such as Pfizer, Vodafone, Microsoft, Coca-Cola. He will inspire you with teachings from his new book, The Zoo Leader Journey Towards Mastery. With that, I will hand over to you, Yasser. The floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Ahmed. Thanks a lot for all the team here. I'm so excited to share some of the Zoo Leader technique information and the knowledge. I hope all is good by your end. Of course, Taivin and all the best for people in different countries. One of the big reasons that I wanted to share my knowledge when Ahmed told me that people in this group they have passion to work or wanted to enhance the work experience or solve the problem regarding to work. So I said, you know what, I have the right fit solution for them. And I wrote 3 books. One of them is called Spark Around the Clock, and it's all about how to live optimistically around the clock. And the third book is called Alpha Team, which is how to show your dominant attitude. But in the second book, I choose the second book called The Zoo Leader to share this experience with you. And the reason why I'm sharing this with you, because it might help you, to practice some principles and strategies in this book. And it's very easy to grasp and teach it to your team, to your spouses, to your children. It's so easy to grasp. Here in Egypt, I live in Egypt. Um, I teach it to lots of students, lots of teachers, lots of uh, colleges and lots of companies as well. And when we hit with the COVID, now I started to teach it globally as well for executives, for team leaders. So this is a one tool that you want to pay focus and to have a pen and a paper and get ready. So are you ready? Just show me hands. Are you ready to cruise the journey with the zoo leader? Just yeah. If you see me now in the screen, yes, give me a thumb up or say hi. Oh yes, thanks a lot for sharing this. Let me share with you a little bit background about the book concept, and then we share what's going on. In the book, my name is Chris, and I was a zookeeper. And one day, I want to get out of the zoo, and I was in New York, and I couldn't find my keys, and I asked my boss to hand me over the keys, and I called him up, and he said, Chris, I'm in California at the moment, and I just can't help you. And but all what I can help you with, I will send you an email with the 12 species strategies, and we have 12 species at our zoo. And these strategies, these winning strategies, all what you need to do, Chris, in the book, my name is Chris, is to understand these strategies, understand how this species think, and adapt their thinking strategies. And you may use the same strategy or the counter attack strategy to win them and pass the 12 territories. So what I did, that I went through each territory, and before I step in each territory, I start to read my boss email, and I start to look how that specific species think and what are their best winning strategies, and I start to think how to overcome that species. And after 12 trials, after 12 territories, I managed to overcome all the 12 territories. And then my manager promoted me from a zookeeper to a zoo leader because I succeeded in overcome all the 12 territories and all the 12 species at the zoo. So that's the name of the zoo leader technique, is a 12 stories, 12 positive leadership stories to win anything. And Ahmed just showed us a yin yang approach, and I wanted to start with the yin yang approach. I'm not sure if you know this technique or not, but before I get in and explaining what is the lateral thinking and the zoo leader technique, I wanted to manage your expectations. What I'm going to present to you today is a way of thinking, and the way is called the lateral thinking or resilient thinking. What is resilient thinking at the beginning? Resiliency is all about getting what you want, using different strategies, different techniques to get where you want and what you want. And it doesn't matter to think with a yin approach or a yang approach. Yin, it means the soft, the easygoing, the back end, the sometimes called the passive, sometimes they called the low key, sometimes they called the feminine approach, the social approach, the non-confrontive approach, and this is called the yin way of thinking. Yet the other side is called the yang approach, which is a very tough approach, very aggressive approach, very confrontive approach, hard approach, hot approach, sun-like approach, active approach. So in order to get where you want and what you want, you need all the time to think, sometimes with the yin approach and sometimes with the yang approach according to your resources. So if you don't have power, if you don't have money, if you don't have any current valuable assets, you may start with the yin approach, the soft approach, the easygoing approach until you manage your resources, and then you go for the yang approach. And if you have like strengths, endowments, money, etc., whatever you have, something very solid, you may start with the yang approach to solve your challenges, and then you go for the yin approach. Yet, you cannot have one approach, one concept all the time. In your challenges, in your quest to find a job or to get the job of your dreams, you need to alternate all the time with the yin approach or the yang approach. Sometimes you may be in your relationship with your work, with your employer, with your team, a very yang person, very positive, outgoing, aggressive, go-getter, and maybe this approach does not get you what you want or where you want. So maybe this is the time to go for the easygoing approach, for the yin approach, for the non-confrontive, maybe more diplomacy, maybe more collaborative, maybe more communicative, maybe more learning approach. So what I want you to do, if you want to get a solution, if you want to solve your problem, you need to have the mix of these yang approach and the yin approach. I don't know what works best for you according to your situation, according to your previous history, according to the circumstances, according to sets quo. You need to choose the right approach. It's not up to me, it's up to you. But I can give you a hint. If you're using too much yang and you did not get what you want and where you want, it's about time to go for the yin, and vice versa. If you use too much yin and you did not get what you want and where you want, maybe it's about time to get for the yang and the heart approach. So yin yang approach is a Chinese philosophy, and it's all about balance. And what you wanted to do is to balance between to getting solutions with the hard approach, to getting strategies with the hard approach, or the soft approach. This is it. And before I go to the zoo leader technique, I just want to make sure one thing: resilient mindset and lateral thinking mindset. It's all about in this slide. Resilient mindset means if you're not getting your solutions, your job with the yang, you need to go for the yin. And if you're not getting them for the yin, you have to go for the yang. This is called resilient, being agile to get what you want and where you want. And getting what you want, where you want, maybe you are using one way, but it's not working for you. So it's about time to change and go to the other direction. Einstein said, same mindset create the challenge, cannot create the solution. So if your mindset is the yang, very hard, very aggressive, very masculine approach, and you did not get anything, you need to go to the other side. And vis-a-vis, if you're not getting what you want with the soft approach, you need to go sometimes for the yang approach. And this is called resilient mindset. By the way, you don't have to go all the time yin and yang. Maybe approaching my work is a yang, but while I'm inside the work, I will go for the yin, or maybe the vice versa. Maybe getting the job offer is the yin, but negotiating the job offer is the yang. Maybe when I'm sitting with my team, with my manager, I need to show my yang approach, and maybe with the sitting with my customer, I need to show my yin approach. And it's entirely up to you. All what I'm trying to tell you is resilient mindset and lateral thinking, different ways of thinking. It's between the yin and the yang. Lateral thinking is sometimes I approach my problems with a yang way of thinking, and I cannot reach what I want where I want. So I need to change it. Be lateral. I mean, I go other ways with the yin approach. So all the time you need to alternate between the yin and the yang, and this is called the lateral thinking. Sometimes there's something called sequential thinking or linear thinking. What I mean by linear or sequential thinking, it means that one way I reach my goals with it. And guess what? If you use some linear thinking and you're not getting what you want, where you want, you need to have a lateral thinking because your approach, your ways is not really helping you. So this is the power of lateral thinking, and this is the power of resilient thinking. Alternate between both of them to reach what do you want. As Ahmed said in our agenda, I have three things to share with you. I have lateral thinking, resilient thinking, and the zoo leader technique. Now, I finish only two things of my agenda. I shared with you what is the lateral thinking and what is resilient thinking. Lateral thinking, I need to alternate between the yin and the yang, and resilient thinking, I need all the time to see the best way to get what I want and where I want. In your case, you want to land a job, you want to land a good job for you, to whatever job of your passion, job to provide, whatever it is for you. Whatever it is, you need to alternate between the yin approach and the yang approach. And now the $1 million question, Yasser, we need to know what are some strategies to adapt under the yin approach and under the yang approach. And here I go with the last slide I'm going to share with you today. And this slide will stay on that slide for the coming 40 minutes or so. Before I join and before I explain that the yin yang approach is all about these 12 species, I'm going to explain these 12 species, and then we're going to have some examples about going to work, getting the work, negotiating the job deal, enrolling in the new work approaches. Before I get into the last or explaining the zoo leader technique, which is this is the last slide, I need to make sure that everybody here got a clear understanding about the yin yang approach. What is this all about? It's a very deep, but I just highlight the concept. Before I get into more information, I just want to make sure that you get the grasp of the yin yang approach. Get your hands, maybe open up the mic, say
Yeah.
yes. Is it clear for you guys before we get into the meat of our session today?
Yes.
Yes, it's clear. Thank you.
Clear. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
So we have one question only from Thomas. What kind of tool we can use to help us navigate through both approaches? Yeah.
Come again, Ahmed.
So Thomas is asking what kind of tool we can use to help us to navigate through both approaches, the yin yang.
Yeah, the zoo leader technique.
Okay,
Yes, this is what.
you will explain this now. Okay.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so all is good. If you have, I just want to make sure, get your hands up, open up the mic. I just want to make sure because my session today, there are only 2 slides. I finished the 1 slide with the lateral thinking, and now it's about time the zoo leader technique. Okay, now I'm explaining the zoo leader technique, and I wanted to have a game with you. I will say the species name. I'm gonna say also the species top strategy, thinking strategy. And you need to tell me, is it a yin or a yang? Okay, yang or a yin, 1 out of 5. For example, let me play a game with you. And before you get into that, Ahmed got um, full slide for the 12 species. Ahmed, can you scroll them very quick without stopping? Just show them the 12 slides, the yellow slides.
Yeah, I have to stop sharing and reshare again. Do you want to do
All
that?
right. Okay. No, 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 no. Okay. Ahmed will have 12 slides, and each slide got plenty of information and tactics inside each slide. But for the time of the session, I'm going to only explain them and have more talk with you. Okay. Now, let me start the game with you. The game start with I will explain each species, and then you tell me if that species yin or a yang. And if it's a yin, it's 5 out of 5. It means totally very soft, or 1 out of 5. It's soft, but it's a very low. Yes, it's a yin 5 or a yin 1, yang 5 or a yang 1. Okay, let's go to the main slide, the zoo leader, shark. Shark strategies is all about aggressive way of approaching. In your workplace, shark, it means knock the door. Shark means showing up on the employer door. Shark means open up, taking the phone and calling people. Shark means making advertisements for your work. Shark means that you have resources and you go very aggressive to show your or to get what you want. Shark way of a zoo leader, it means like getting what I want very aggressively. It means if I'm launching my book, if I wanted to have a more clients, I will go and knock doors. I will ask assertively, maybe sometimes aggressively, Mr. Customer, will you buy from me or not? Will you recommend my products or not? Will you take me as one of your employees, or will you join me as a partner or not? Shark is a very strong head-headed approach or strategy to getting what you want. And this is 1 over 12. Sometimes people say, yes, sir, this is not the way we do business here. I said, yes, I respect you very much, but I'm not talking about one approach all the way. I'm talking about 1 over 12. And sometimes you need it and sometimes you not. Sometimes you need it, maybe not in the initial talk, maybe you later on. Maybe shark when someone say, okay, the salary increase, it will be only 5% on an annual, and you need to discuss that. You need to discuss some other contract options inside your contract, or articles inside your contracts. So maybe you got your contract by one other approaches, but shark is a very strong way to get what you want. So shark, is it yin or a yang? Remember, yang is the positive, the aggressive, the hard, uh, and yin is the soft, is the unconfrontive, is a more of the subtle way.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Shark is a yang or a yin? And if it's a yang, is it 5 out of 5 or 1 out of 5? 5, it means very hard, very yang. 1, it's a yang, but not strong. We will play together. So open up your mic or share with me in your chat, and we'll discuss together. All right. I can.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I will read for you, Yasser. In the chat, you have Yang 5, Yang 5. And
All right. Yang, 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 yang. Thank you very much. I love you all. Yes, yang. It's very hard. It's very strong. It's very yang. Yes, now I can read the comments. Yang, yang. Yes, true. Very good. Bravo, 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 bravo. It's a very true. Yang. And sometimes we need the yang approach to get our job. And again, it's not the only way. It's a 1 out of 12. It means it's like 8% out of 100. And you may have it as one of your toolbox as a leader, as anything in your life. Me as a parent, sometimes I use it with my children, but sometimes I use it other things. Me as an employer, I have a company, and I have 4 companies, and sometimes I'm a shark when people not really getting what I want after we agreed upon. Sometimes a shark with some customers, they request for demo, they request for quotations, and they have everything, and they're not signing the contract. So I might show the shark strategy and getting job done and signing the contract and secure my sales. So shark is a very strong way to getting what I want. It's a good solution, but not the only solution. Let's go for the second one. The second strategy is called the lizard. The lizard or chameleon is very soft. It's a as you if you can read here, it's called adaptability. It means maximizing the resources that I have. It means that I use whatever tools available at the moment and really utilize it, really to get the best out of it. For example, all what you have at the moment is yourself and your computer and some LinkedIn contacts, and maybe this wonderful group that Ahmed created, and that you already enrolling at the moment, Career Go. This is all what you have, and maybe some connections. So you have 5 things. You don't have uh, you know uh, enough resources to get anything else except what do you have. So the laser strategy is called the adaptation. It's called having utilizing all what I have to maximize and getting what I want. Sometimes in advertising, it's called less is more. What I mean, less is more, less words is more prevailing. Sometimes you need to focus on what you have. You don't have to focus on what you don't have. You don't wish that I wish to have this, and that. But guess what? You don't have it at the moment. There's no other supplies at the moment, and all what you have is what you have. So the lizard approach is all about maximizing the resources that you have, utilizing the resources that you have, and it's very good for getting your job, because sometimes all what you have is all what you have. You have nothing else. You have nothing but your wits. You have nothing but uh, your intelligence, your hard work, your smart work, some connections. All what I need you to do is to apply the laser strategy and maximizing utilization whatever you have. It's very strong approach. And by the way, I'm not gonna burn it. I'm not gonna burn it. So lizard approach or chameleon approach is the yin or a yang approach. And if it's a yin or yang, give me the number of it. Okay. There's no brainer, but I need you to tell me, please. Waiting for your feedback. Some people said the yang. Is it a yang? Yang? No, it's not a yang. It definitely is not. We'll leave a yang for the shark and the lion. Um okay. Uh, no, it's not a yang. It's not a yang. It's not a hard thing. It's yes. It's a okay. It's a yin. Yes, definitely. It's a
So we
yin
have in the
five.
chat,
What?
we have in the
Yeah, I
chat
can.
Ying 5. Yeah, you can see the chat. Okay.
I can see the chat. Yes. Yeah. Finally, uh, the yang with the old one, right? All
Yang is
right.
all one. Yang is all one. Yeah.
Yes. And everybody. Ahmed, you got me a bunch of very intelligent people at the moment. Thank you, Ahmed, for for doing that. Very intelligent. Yes. Yes, it's a yin five. It's a yin five. It's a very soft five. See, this is the wisdom before of the yin yang approach. Sometimes you need to have a shark, and sometimes you need to have a lizard approach. By the way, I'm not telling you you're a shark, I'm not telling you you're a lizard, I'm not telling you you're a monkey, but using the strategies of these classic species will get you somewhere. Maybe all your life you were a shark, all or nothing. I am very good, but guess what? It's not really getting you results. So sometimes you need to switch the gear into a lizard. So lizard, yes, it's 5 out of 5 is a yin. Let's go for the monkey. Monkey approach is all about diplomacy. It's all about communication. It's all about networking. It's all about getting to know more people, getting to intensify your relationships with people, getting to know the inner circles in the different communities if you're searching for a job. Monkey strategy is all about getting yourself out there. Maybe having a follower, maybe starting a blog, maybe attending network events such as career go as we speak at the moment, maybe attending job fairs, not only collecting the data of job fairs, but communicating with the sponsors, maybe volunteering with the sponsors, preparation for their events, networking, communicating, being playing politics. When I discuss this with some other companies, when with executives, sometimes people all what they need, sometimes leaders and executives all what they need to win their goal and get a promotion, to play some monkey strategies and get some network and attend, because sometimes if they are too technical, they buried themselves in the so much technical world, and they are not glamorous outside the work. I wish this is clear for you. Ahmed, can you resonate with some um, networking events back at Canada? Is it important to have Ahmed or anyone? Is it important to have networking events,
Sure.
attending some other business functions, helping customers, volunteering in customers, follow the customers, LinkedIn groups, and see their events and offer their help? Is it helpful to have some strategies? And definitely. Someone answered, okay, before I get into this, where you classified the monkey, is it yin or yang? Someone already answered, someone so clever. I can't read the names though, Ahmed, though,
Okay. So
but some said it's a yin between the
it's,
yeah,
the previous
it's a
one,
yin.
right? Yeah,
Who?
this is the previous one. This is just for the lizard, the
Okay.
answers. So maybe we'll get the answers for the monkey soon. But
Yes.
to your question about networking, yes, networking uncovers 80% of the hidden jobs. So if we want to get an idea about 80% of the market in terms of jobs, we need to attend more sessions, networking sessions, events, and other things. So yeah,
Jubal raised her hands. Can you speak, please?
Yeah, I agree with what it's the
Okay.
same in the UK. I'm calling from the UK. Yes, and it's the same in the UK. If you attend networking, you probably ramp up your business. You probably get either networking, or you might get other jobs through networking, career fairs as well. So I agree with Ahmed on what he's saying. The UK
Thank
applies the same thing as Canada and America.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Um, then let's. So the monkey. Did you get any results for the monkey? Is it yin or a
okay.
yang?
Do you want to
Uh,
share everybody if it's yin or yang and yang or yin number? You want to put that in the chat? It's a little bit tough, I guess, but let's see.
in between. Yes, it's a yin 3. Definitely, it's a yin. Definitely. Bravo, 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 bravo. Absolutely amazing. Yin 3. Definitely, yes.
Yang
Okay.
1 and yang 1. We got yang 1 as well.
No, it's not a yang. The reason why it's not a yang, because it's not getting the job done by itself. It's not really aggressively got the job by itself. It's not, they don't have hands, they have mouth, they have, you know what I mean? Uh, but by the way, and this is very important, after you secure the connection, listen to this, please, please. After you have the connection from the monkey, from the networking, I need you to pursue your connection like a shark. You know what I mean? So they are dancing together. These 12 species, they are not here to segregate themselves. They are working together. So I play the monkey. I got the contacts, but I follow it up like a shark. Is it clear, everyone? So there's no segregation here. They're complementing each other. Octopus, number 4. Octopus means learning from mistakes, learning from others, learning from other people's success, learning from other people's failure, learning from my failure, learning from other books, learning from resumes, learning from biography. So octopus, it means learning, learning, learning. Octopus is all about learning machine. So some other people said, you know what, I applied for the job 100 times, no, 100, 30 times, but I didn't get a luck. I applied for a job, but last 4 years I didn't get a job. What I mean here is to play the octopus strategies, to learn. What did you do wrong? Was it your resume? Was it your body language? Was it the way you dress? Was it the way you approach the business? What was it? You don't have enough experience about the business. You don't have enough experience about the talking. What is it all about? And then look at the other people who won the interview. What did they do well? You have to learn. Look at Maha. I can't remember his full name. The guy who created Alibaba. It's called Jack Maha or something like that. He turned down like 100 times. Okay, learn his resume. Uh, learn from other people's mistakes. Learn from other people's winning. So this is very important way to get the job, to land the job, and to do something different, to learn. Something like what Ahmed presenting for the different for this group and other learn. The more you attend today one session, you attended many sessions before, you attend more sessions in the coming period. Is not only you will learn a lot, learn other people mistakes, learn from your mistakes. So Octopus is very important way, it's very important strategy, very important solution. One day I have a challenge about doing sales, and the only way help me out to do sales is to learn something about sales process. Okay, and only I didn't need to be shark. I need to be monkey. I have the connection. I'm very strong, but I needed to know more about what I'm doing. So Octopus helped me out as a strategy to get me what I want and where I want. So Octopus, do you think Octopus is very important for you guys to learn more about your job, to learn more about why you turned down, to learn more how other people get a job, to learn more about your skills? Is it important for you guys to keep on the knowledge machine going on? Do you think it's
Yeah.
important?
Yeah. And I would maybe open up if Mike, you want to share anything from your side here.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, you're absolutely correct in that. And learning from your mistakes, learning from people, learning how to strategize and everything else is a very important key, because if you correct your mistakes, it'll better prepare you for the next role or for that position or for the promotion or or in life, period. You can't be doing the same mistake all the time. You learn from your mistakes and move on from there. And and then you learn how to avoid them. So no, that's a very good point. Very, very good. The
Yeah.
octopus is a very good person, very good character.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Good.
if I add also, so within my journey, thanks, Mike. Within my journey, I learned from what I did. Like, when I had some interviews and it didn't work out, I turned to check, what did I do really right or wrong, and then I started to improve in the next interview. So you don't really get the job from the first interview. Sometimes you need to do it more than once, and then you learn how you speak more confidently, how you show what words you really tell in the interview, so that you really get that job. So again, to your point, I need to be resilient. I need to use different techniques based on the interviewers, based on the setup, to be able to land that job. Back to you, Yasser. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And but tell me, octopus, is it a yin or a yang? What do you think? All right, octopus, octopus, octopus.
Not yet, Yasser.
Not, not getting there yet.
Yeah.
Okay. All
Okay.
right.
Yang. I see Yang.
Yin 3, yes. Jack Ma, thank you so much for whomever. Jack Ma, yes, Jack Ma.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you so much. And octopus, yes, it's a yin 3, definitely. Okay, let's move on to crocodile. Crocodile is the power of focus. It's the power of really focus on one or two job, one or two industry, one or two tasks, one or two what I call the projects, and get it done, man. It's like a crocodile. If you see how the crocodile hunts, they are not they are not ever everywhere. They are waiting for the predator, and they're waiting and they're waiting for 2, 3, 4 days until one catch, and that's it. And what I've wrote in the book, I said crocodile is very good approach for stressed people. If you are stressed, I need you to focus on one or two things and finish them. Sometimes we call them cut the tails. Sometimes we call them kill the noise. Okay. What I mean here is to focus on one or two industries, get to know everything about this industry, focus on one or two projects. As Ahmed said, for example, focus on the career go and one project, and that's it. Don't scatter yourself in too many places. When I teach this to leaders around the world, and what I teach them is like, okay, you have something that's called mantra for the year, and this is where you want to go. If this is your, for example, I wanted to turn my company into a sales organization, and that's it. Okay, so whatever thing leads to sales organization, I'll do.
Yeah.
Whatever things comes to, for example, product development, whatever. No, this is not the year. That was last year,
Yeah.
developing products. It was not the sales year. So
If
if
I
you
can
have
add,
a
yes, sir.
macro,
Sorry,
what?
if I can add here, so this has happened to us as job seekers. We get distracted. Sometimes someone tell us, go do Uber, go do maybe driving instructor, go do sales and I've been distracted like this before, and maybe the focus could help me at that time. If I really focus on one role and keep going on in one role until I really get that role. Or if I get stuck, then I could be resilient and move to another role.
Yes, yes. And if you go crocodile with a shark attitude. You go very aggressive. But before you go crocodile, you need to be octopus all the time. And this is very important, Ahmed, and everybody is like, there is no one species, there's no one solution works alone. You need to be a crocodile with a little bit of octopus, and somewhere you're doing the monkey, network events, and somewhere work with the current that you have, and somehow getting what you want aggressively. So you need to, uh, play or portray your tools quite well. And there's no right or wrong answers. You need to try and try and try until you get what you want. So crocodile is getting what you want. And what I wanted to add on crocodile, I want you to focus on one or two industries that you really feel for it, and focus on these two industries. So if you wanted to work as a salesperson, okay, um, what sort of industries that you really wanted to work, or what are some high turnover industries in terms of sales, and you're sure that because of this turnover you will have a chance. For example, insurance companies, they have one of the highest turnover in the whole history of sales. So then that you will have a chance, because people at the insurance company in sales companies in sales, they have a very high level of turnover. So I focus on insurance sales, and maybe other one more thing for maybe fast food restaurants or FMCGs, the Pepsi, Ariel, P&G, etc. So if you focus in two industries, I want you to really work with the octopus and get everything that you need to know about these two industries, or about sales, in those specific industries. So focus in the industries, focus on the job level that you want, focus on the job title that you want. This is all what I need you to do. Does it resonate with you guys? The
100%. Yes.
crocodile?
100%. Yes. Thank you, yes, sir.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Just a reminder, we have like 15 minutes, so I'm not sure if you will be able to cover the whole 12 aspects. So,
No, no, I just wanted to go one by one, slowly but surely.
yeah.
So I have three more, because the other is repetitive, not repetitive as such, but it's close to what I wanted to say.
Sure.
But I will say now the other three that not really, it's a fresh perspective. For example, I'm not gonna say a line, because line is like a shark. Okay. But let me focus on the B. The B strategy it's all about getting something innovative inside the work. And maybe I remember, I'm not sure about the whole drama of the thing, but I've heard that one person wanted to have a job, and he used to buy a donuts He go for Empire States, and he get inside, and he find the name of the managers, and then he went to buy donuts, and then they deliver the donuts by the manager name. And then when the manager open up a donuts, they say, they find a donut, and they say, okay, this is Mike, and I would love to work for you. With my best compliments, have a nice, delicious donuts. I'm not sure about the story, but if someone heard the story before, please jump in. But what I want you to say to you that this is a very creative way to land a job. And this is called a B, a strategy, which is no one thought about this way before. We all write a wonderful resumes, but maybe you write a resume with a video. Maybe you write a resume while doing a live action video. And maybe I don't know what, but it's a the B concept means you need to have a very creative approach in getting what you want. What I mean very creative approach, no one in your industry thought about this way before. I remember when I used to say this example too many times for the leaders. Xerox at early 2000s, they were like a bankruptcy, like their stock market, they were down and everything. So they fired their CEO, and they hired a new CEO. Guess where the CEO come from? They come from a casino, Las Vegas casino. And this CEO, I can't remember his name at the moment, he transformed the business industry from a copying machine, producing and only doing a copying machine into a service. So he transformed Xerox from producing a copy machine into a service company. And this alone turned their revenues to billions. I remember 3 billion the first year, and stock market was 7, it went to 68. So he gets a very novel way to do with the business. So if you're getting a job, if you're searching for a job of your dream, or if you want to really get a job, I want you to think of something really no one gets before in getting a job. And this is maybe I want you to search about guerrilla marketing and search about guerrilla marketing ideas. I'm not telling you that you do a guerrilla marketing, but I'm telling you guerrilla marketing is the way of getting people's attention in the advertising world. So you may get an idea or two about how these people think and how to get a way of getting a job. So B is a very good way. Ahmed, does the B reflects like
Yeah.
things with you guys?
Yeah, we
Or
had.
any, I'm not addressing Ahmed, he's only my friend here, but I'm addressing anyone here, please.
Yeah, I do use that approach. Use a creative approach when I'm trying to seek out resources to place, and I use different angles of or finding an angle where I can make them at ease to chat with me and be a little more friendlier, and like where you're from, what part of the country you're from, et cetera, et cetera. So I use a different approach other than just email or just cold calling. And if I do cold call, I find something that common ground between us in order to make the to break the ice. So yes, creative
Here's
thinking is very good.
Yeah. But again, for example, if you want to use the B as one of a way to get a job, maybe you produce a video for them and say, you know what, I thought about this video might help you to increase your business revenue, or increase your employee satisfaction, or get more well-being, or whatever it is. So if I'm HR person and I see someone I didn't know before, he wants to give me a couple tips about my own company with my company logo without even I'm thinking about hiring him. I say, wow, thank you so much. You took the time to think about us and doing this is the effort. Tell me more about yourself, Mike. Just out of curiosity, and maybe this is something a B concept way of or B strategy is, I'm not saying this is the best way only, but B is always thinking about something different no one thought about before. Is it clear for everyone?
Yeah.
Yes, it
Yeah,
is.
and there is multiple stories about this here in Canada, Yasser. Like, there is a guy who turned a paperclip to a house. That TED talk. If you want to search about that TED talk, turning a paperclip to a house. He used a creative idea to get where he want. And the other thing is, just to your point, there is a guy who created some YouTube videos to a company to show them, how they could land their message better, and then they hired him afterwards. So to your point,
Exactly.
yes.
This is exactly what I'm trying to tell you. Let's go for the ants. Okay. Definitely, I skipped the yin yang approach because now you know how the. What about the bee? Is it yin or a yang? It's a very canny way of uh, of understanding the bee. What do you think? Is it a yin or a yang?
I think
Definitely, crocodile is a yang approach, but a little bit. Bee, what do you think? Is it soft or hard? What do you think?
I think it's soft.
It is, yes, it is it is soft, but not that much soft. It's like a two. Yes, it's a yin. It's a 2 out of 5. Good.
yeah.
I have only two more, and I'm really excited to share with you these two more. The hyenas approach. You see here, hyenas. Hyenas. Their accuracy rate, they're 83% every time they go for eating. They eat 83 times versus the line they eat only 25 to 35 times. It's 28 times, 25 to 28 times. Why? Because sometimes a lion eat, hunt alone or duetto, but hyenas they go together. So what I mean here, hyenas is the power of collaboration, the power of working together, the power of let's do this together. Let's do something together. So if you're searching for a job, it's okay to make a task force, you and 3, 4 people, and together you work together on one account, or you work together to land a job, or to work together to have your own business, even small business, but you work together, uh, or to make a small approach together, make a small presentation together to the customer, and say, you know what, Mr. Customer, we are 4 people, prepare that, and would like to come over and meet you. So collaboration approach is very important to get your job, working together with people, working together with people like Karigo and Ahmed, and where you don't work alone. Please don't shut yourself in a room and say, you know what, it's me and the laptop alone. No, collaboration. Work with me, work with anyone else, work with multiple people to get where you want. I mean, don't shut yourself off. Work with other people as well. So hyenas is getting the job done with other people. So hyenas, is it yin or a yang? What do you think? Um, is it soft or approach? Soft or hard approach? What do you think? Hyenas. All right. Let's see what you
Uh,
got.
Soft approach, like maybe 2 or 3.
uh hyenas, soft approach. Soft approach. Okay, you said soft approach. uh Mike said, is it yang? uh okay, Ramsey, yang. Okay, hyenas they are, okay, very good. Hyenas they are yang approach, they are not soft approach. The yang approach, they are achieving, but they are not achieving as aggressively as shark or lion. They are yang, but they are 3. They work together to get where they want. Last thing that I want to show you today is the eagle. The eagle approach is is the power of seeing the big picture. I want you to imagine the helicopter view. Before I get into anything, I wanted to have a scan in the strategic management, we call this pest analysis. And when you go with the pest analysis, which is the political environment, social, and technology, we go for the SWOT analysis: strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. So in the Eagle approach, Eagle strategy is like I getting solution by only looking at the big picture, only looking at what are the soft side of this industry, what are the hard side, what is the soft side of my client, what are the strong side of my client. I need to understand my client. I need to give myself ample time before I approach the job. I need to understand the situation. I need to understand the market. I need to understand the inflation rate and the employment rates. I need to understand the customer situation. I need to understand the customer needs. I need to understand the customer pain. I need to understand the customer challenges before I approach the customer. So the Eagle is all about studying the whole situation before I get inside the customer. And uh, what do you think? Eagle is the soft or the hard? This is very important approach. So before I get in to tell you, Ahmed, can you get the yin yang approach, the yin yang slides again, please? You see here, yes, this slide, yin yang. You see here, there's a line between the yin and the yang. There's a line here. There's a line between the yin and the yang approach. And this line in Japan, in Chinese, called the Wu Wei. Wu Wei, it means the balance. And this is where the eagle is. The eagle is the red thin line between the hard and the soft. Okay, it's this is the line, the eagle, because the eagle look at the soft, and all the time they look at the hard. So the eagle is between the soft and the hard. It's this line is called the Wu Wei approach, or the Wu Wei line, the balance line. So this is it's not the soft, it's not the hard, it's the Wu Wei. It's the balance line. So now I want to ask you the last question: is Eagle strategy is important to you in your job, quests? Is it important to study everything, to study the customer pain and gain, to study the market, to study inflation rate, to study everything before you apply for the job?
Yeah.
And this is the last question I'm going to ask you.
Yeah, so for this, Yasser, yes, when I did good in interviews, I had to research my customer, my employer, and I want to know, what they are really doing, what's their mission, what are their projects, what are their industry, how they are really delivering, and speak about it in the interview to show that I'm really into it. Like I really am interested about this employer, and I've been looking about it, and I know about it. So this is what I use in those interviews that I really got successful.
Thank you. Thank you. Can we see the 12 species, please, again? And uh, this is the 12 combinations. There's no best combination that I can give you. According to the situation, according to the status quo, you need to change, you need to take 3 to 4 combination together. It's important to to mix and match between these 12 combination. So thank you so much, everyone. Thanks, Ahmed, for giving me the chance. We need to do the group picture now, right?
Yes. Yeah, we can do the group picture and also, the group selfie, and also take, some questions if any. So if you want to come
Yes.
in camera, and also if you want to raise your hand or ask questions, feel free to do that. So
Let's have the group picture first, and then
sure.
whoever wants to leave.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll give it a few seconds. If you want to come into camera, we can take the group selfie. Perfect. Got it. Yes, nice picture.
Okay. Any question, everyone? Thank you a lot for your time, definitely. But any question that you want to ask me, was it helpful for you? Was it fruitful? Was it fruitful for you?
Yes, indeed. Anyone have any question? Mike, you wanna chime in?
No, I'm good, but I think it's great that you break it down into 12 species and gives us a perspective on each one and how to approach it, and it really is great insight. Very good insight.
Anna, you have a question? Go ahead.
Yes, I was just wondering, I don't think it's that hard to identify into what, maybe you're not at one species or one animal or the other, maybe you're a mix of some of them. And I don't know if...
Correction. This is not a personality style. This is
Yes.
only a thinking strategies.
Okay, and I was just wondering if you identify yourself into getting into a position where you know that these strategies or some strategies should be applied and you still don't have them, how to reach out to them? What is the best way to develop, to improve your skills into fitting in a position that you think it's going to be good for your job search or for your future career?
Okay, let me recap my understanding. For example, I wanted to approach with the creativity, for example. All right, the B, for example. So what do I need to do is to understand everything about how to be creative, how creative people think, what are the steps to being creative. So I need to educate myself more about being creative. Okay, so what I gave you today is the strategy itself, but you need to fill in. Definitely, I teach this through workbooks and training and all that stuff. So I teach people the rest of the thing. But for you to know more about the that you want or the strategy, you need to increase your knowledge. And what Ahmed shows at the moment, that this more information, more tactics about each strategy for you to understand more. So I already gave it to you upfront. And in my book, Ahmed will share it with you. Will share the like a 50% of the book, all the nuts and bullets of the book. And my book also is available on Kindle. And soon we will have with Ahmed a full program about positive leadership, the techniques, the strategies of reaching each one of them.
Thank you very much. I'm very interested in reading your book.
Okay, thanks, Anna. Thanks, everybody. And thanks, Yasser. This is really very inspireful, and also insightful. Does anyone have any final question maybe before we end up here?
Oh, my friend from Beirut, Lebanon, Jordan.
Yes. I'm not from Beirut. I'm from the Bekaa Valley, Lebanon, so in Lebanon.
All right. Okay, so Mike, so okay.
Okay. Okay, so
England.
Yeah, Gopal, if you have any questions. No?
No, I don't have any questions for Yasser.
It's Ramsey here. I just wanted to say thank you, Yasser, for the presentation. Very insightful. Thank you.
Thank you so much, everyone. See you.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody. Enjoy the rest
Thank
of the day. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Have a great day.
day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy
Thank
Mother's
you.
Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Bye.
All the mothers.
Bye.
Yes.